Hey guys, I'm very happy to present you this offer that we cooked for you with BetterContact. If you don't know Breakcold, we're basically a sales CRM with social selling capabilities. If you don't know BetterContact, it's the software that is behind the concept of waterfall enrichment that allows you to enrich with valid B2B email addresses and mobile phone numbers by using like 20 plus providers so that you have like very quality enrichment. Just to show you my account, because we also like better contact customers, like enrichment rate when it comes to emails and mobile phone numbers is pretty insane, as you can see, and it's valid data. And so basically the integration, how it works, let me show you right now, because the problem in CRM in general is that you can enrich sometime natively with emails and phone numbers, but the CRMs, they a bit crazy because they want to kill the margins, kill the prices to give you for free credits, but the enrichment rate of emails and phone numbers is shit. And so we decided to do the opposite, to build a very advanced like native integration with other providers such as BetterContact for you to have very quality data. But buying two softwares can be costly. That's why we've created this offer where you have, well, basically for one software, you can buy two. And so you will look at the pricing later on. Here, I'm just going to focus on how the integration works. And so the first thing is that within the CRM, like in just one click, you can like select multiple individuals and say, okay, all these leads that don't have an email address, like just enrich them with like an email address or phone number, and then you're just going to start your enrichment using Better Contact, and you can enrich like hundreds of leads, thousands of leads at once, and enriching the phone numbers pretty easily in bulk. So that is in bulk. Then if you're using Breakcold, as you know, you can add leads from LinkedIn, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Twitter, like Instagram, X, etc. And at the same time, you can also enrich with the valid B2B phone number or email address by using the Chrome extension natively from there. And finally, we went a little bit further because this is just the basics, right? Being able to, in one click, launch enrichment and to find the email address or doing it in bulk. So where we went a bit further is that we created native automation rules so that you don't have to be like super tech savvy or being like a Zapier guy essentially. So I'm just going to do an example here. So I'm just going to delete these two workflows to make sure like everything is great because I'm just doing it live. And so when you click on create first trigger, so let's say you want that when there's a new lead that is created from the Chrome extension, like I want to enrich the valid B2B email address. And so here I have like different types of like actions that I can choose, and I'm going to say, okay, when the lead is created, and then you can do some conditions. So when the lead is created, and that the lead goes into that specific list, which is signups, automatically I want you to find the email or the phone number or both. And here I'm just going to say email. And then I'm going to use like better contact. So I'm going to click on next, and I'm going to click on create trigger. So what's going to happen is that now when I'm going to be on LinkedIn, sorry, you see, I'm browsing on LinkedIn, I'm clicking on the Chrome extension. Here, the lead is not created yet. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say, okay, I want to push that lead to signups, and then I'm going to click on create lead. So what's going to happen is that without me to click on these buttons, automatically, not only the lead is going to be synced in the CRM, it will go straight away to the sign up list. Also, the lead is going to be like automatically enriched in Breakcold. So it's going to start like the automation is going to start by itself in a couple of seconds. And so by doing that, you can build like tons of workflow where essentially you can find emails and phone numbers and have CRM data enrichment in place very easily in the software. So there's multiple use cases, like I told you. For example, like the running to Enrich right now. So yeah. All right, so you see now, like I'm back in Breakcold and I am inside the lead, which is myself. And as you can see now, the enrichment is in progress. And usually within like 30 seconds up to 2 minutes, depending on the lead, obviously, and how BetterContact goes through. Because to find like a very good email phone number, there's a lot of efforts in it, and to test different providers, you will get the data. My quick tip in terms of like data enrichment in general is that to maximize the possibility to get the email addresses of your leads, I would strongly recommend you to have the company name in the lead and to have the website URL. Because in terms of enrichment, especially for mobile phone numbers, having as many data as possible will help you massively to increase your enrichment rate. Because if you just have let's say the first name, last name, and company name, the enrichment rate will be very much lower, probably like the 40% enrichment rate. But if you have the website URL, you can jump the enrichment rate of the email address to up 60%, 70% easily. And if you have the LinkedIn URL, you can really skyrocket to always have the valid B2B email address. And for phone numbers, I would strongly recommend you to have the LinkedIn URL. So starting from LinkedIn when you want to enrich phone numbers is actually very good, because if you want to end up with this kind of numbers, you can see that usually for numbers, if you have the LinkedIn URL, like the enrichment rate is much higher. That email is already pretty high. For the people that are knowledgeable, you know that this kind of enrichment rate is insane, especially because it's valid data. It doesn't bounce, or like nearly doesn't. Same for with phone numbers, and so this is a way to maximize like your chances to reach out your leads. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. If you guys have any questions, just let us know. As you can see, going back to the lead now, like the my email address has been found. I can now click here to enrich with my phone number. So I'm just going to start it. You won't see the end. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. So make sure to go for this. If you have any questions, you can ping us. But yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. Cheers. Bye.